111 BattleBots recreations.
Built by over 20 different viewers and creators.
All of which have one goal in mind, to be the last one standing.
And today is the day they embark on this daunting quest.
Let BattleBots Reborn Cup Season 5 begin. Hello everybody and welcome to BattleBots Reborn Cup Season 5. I am your host, the Barangoat, the Nick, and this is the lovely Samantha here to help me out today.
Hello! So before we begin, we may have some new viewers that have never seen this before, so here's a quick history lesson on the series.
It all started with an idea, a video, and a question.
And see which bot is the best on this game. I think that's a pretty cool idea.
The channel may have been small at the time, but the support was not. And on September 19th, 2016, BattleBots Reborn Cup was officially born.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Coleslaw, and I will be joining the Barangoat tonight. Thank you for joining me, Coleslaw. You're welcome.
The inaugural season had blemishes, but it also had potential. 22 robots fought tooth and nail. And after 7 episodes, one walked home a winner. Season 1 laid out the groundwork for the future. Quick off-season saw the series return May 15th, 2017 for the second season.
Well, welcome everybody. I am Coleslaw.
And I am the Barangoat.
And this is the second season of the BattleBots Reborn Cup.
The field of competitors increased in size and improved in quality. An identity was formed. And a crown was retained.
Son of Waiachi!
Since Season 2, the momentum continued to grow, as did the field size and viewership. Season 3 began on April the 30th, 2018, setting the bar at a new high.
Line up a shot, he's pushing back, and there it is! Screaming, but Yeti is not allowing it!
Whoa!
Oh, he's spinning,
done
he's flipped!
It would be raised again the following year, as Season 4 produced the best hits and drama in the series. As we enter the 5th season of BattleBots Reborn Cup, we look back with pride and satisfaction at the evolution. It's important to remember where you came from, but also where you're headed.
So while the majority of viewers will be seeing fights from this season for the first time today, this season actually started some 8 weeks ago.
That's right, we've been busy with Patreon qualifiers because with 111 bots, the tournament's just gotten so big that it would be too many episodes to do here on YouTube. Along the way, we've lost some very important, very big names, and we're going to go through some of the key names that you won't be seeing in the tournament from here on out.
One of the first key names missing is Tazbot. He was once the dark horse of Season 3, but since making the quarterfinals that year, his luck has gone sour.
Many will be disappointed to find out that Rookie Mammoth didn't make it out of the qualifying rounds, but before elimination he did manage one astounding victory.
The dark clouds continue to hang over former semifinalist Mortis, who bowed out in round 1 of the qualifiers.
A flawed quantum design was always doubted to go far, but his quick capitulation in the first round will still leave many fans pretty bummed.
Known for durability in real life, Rookie Gruff looked lost and confused in a brutal first round defeat.
5-season veteran Vlad the Impaler doesn't like spinners and will be rather annoyed to have been drawn against one immediately.
And finally, Panic Attack, who was a fight away from the Robot Wars Reborn Cup grand finale last fall, continues to fall flat in BattleBots Cup.
Those names and all of the others that we lost in the qualifiers will be surely missed. But speaking of the qualifiers, that's actually where we're starting the season today, because, you know, 10 episodes last year wasn't long enough, so we're going to do 12. And we've got some pretty exciting qualifiers that we're going to be looking at tonight. Isn't that right, Sam?
Oh yes, it's very, very interesting. So to begin, we have Deep Six versus Sharkoprion. There's a buzz going around after Deep Six's first cup match resulted in a knockout win.
Not only a knockout win, it was an emphatic knockout win. The new Deep Six build that's coming to you from Evan B is so very powerful, it's kind of scary. And he's got the stability that is going to help him win some fights this year. He's already got one win.
Deep Six may be an awkward design, but Sharkoprion matches up pretty well against him.
Sharkoprion is an equally awkward bot in the sense that he's long, he's durable, he's got a lot of armor, and he's got a little bit of pace. So I feel like he matches up really well against Deep Six, and we're going to see a fast-paced fight and hopefully parts rip off.
Well, let's see just how many parts rip off down in the box.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? It's robot fighting time! In the red square, when his bar and your face mix, it won't be a quick fix. Bring all your best tricks, you'll need them against Deep Six! In the blue square, he makes Jaws look like a pansy, and he makes the ocean feel safer than the battle box. It's Sharkoprion!
Before we get started, here's a quick explanation of the rules. The rules for this competition are simple. Bots have 3 minutes to destroy or immobilize their opponent. If both bots are still active when the clock expires, the result will go to a panel of 3 judges that will score the fight on a 45-point system. 4 points for damage, 5 for aggression, and 6 for control and strategy. During the scoring process, judges are encouraged to show leniency to bots with non-damaging weapons. Furthermore, pins cannot last longer than 11 seconds, and Havoc glitches that flip a non-invertible bot will be restarted unless the fight has surpassed 2 minutes. With that being said, it's time to get the action started. And let the bot battle begin, the first of Season 5 here on the channel between one of the exciting rookies and one of the awkward returning bots, Deep Six and Sharkoprion.
Let's see what bits start to fly and who it comes from first.
Interesting shot there from Deep Six, nearly tipping himself forward. He's got the supports front and back, but he's going to have to be careful. There's a decent shot that sees a chunk fly off of Sharkoprion. There's a tooth off of Sharkoprion as well. Deep Six backing away, trying to keep his distance, make sure the blade stays up to speed. As you can see, every time Sharko moves in, he takes a hit, and the blade slows down.
Can't really tell who's doing better, but Sharkoprion's got him in the corner. Might be doing good.
This is exactly what Sharko will want to do, minimize the amount of time that Deep Six can attack. It keeps that blade stationary as well, so that Deep Six can't get shots like that and take away part of his frame, but Sharko gets him on the wall again. How much damage is Sharkoprion causing to Deep Six? That'll be perhaps a key moment in this match, should we go the distance. So far, though, no signs of that happening, as both bots very aggressive going after each other.
Deep Six finally gets another good hit in. Is Sharko done?
Sharko tipping back after that huge hit from Deep Six. And he's looking like he wants a little bit more from the big vertical bar spinner. Takes another hard hit on the side. He's doing a good job, though, of getting in Deep Six's face. He's got him flipped around now. Can he rip off those support pieces? If so, that could be a huge moment in the match. He charges again, Deep Six making contact. He got more pieces of the frame to the right wheel of Sharkoprion exposed.
Deep Six needs to really take off some pieces in order for him to get above.
How many more pieces can he rip off? He's got exposed wheels now on Sharkoprion. The weapons clash head to head. Oh, big chunk. Sharkoprion now has both wheels horribly exposed in this match. Deep Six is slowly but surely wearing him down.
Do we think one of those wheels are going to come off?
Deep Six is trying to get to the side there. Sharkoprion staying aggressive and keeping his own blade in front, which has lost a lot of teeth at this point. And he maneuver to the side. Deep Six spinning away, gets another few shavings off and clips the wheel. Now Sharkoprion trapped in between little guards. Oh, careful, Deep Six. He got himself stuck on Sharkoprion's shrapnel for a brief moment. Luckily, he's able to get out of that without flipping himself. There goes a piece from Sharkoprion. He's falling apart slowly. Can he hold on at least and force a decision? Another charge by Sharkopri in Deep 6, trying to back away and get the weapon spinning. Final 10 seconds here. What an opening match we've had. It's been entertaining. There's been good hits, there's been pieces off, and there's gonna be a judge's decision. Well, let's take a look at the replays. In our opening match here, it was really exciting as Deep 6 had to play a very strategic game to make sure he was getting the damage he needed.
Sharko did his best to try and make sure Deep 6 never spun up to full speed, minimizing as much damage as he could.
If you were a judge, how would you score this? Because Deep 6 had to essentially run away to get the bar spinning, but that would also give him strategy points.
Sharko also had strategy points though, because he never let Deep 6 get up to speed. He also had all of that aggression going on his side as well.
Certainly a tough call for the judges. Let's see what they've said.
The results from the judges are in. And the winner, by a 24-21 decision, is... Deep 6!
Well, fine margin separating these two, but in the end, Deep 6 advances to the round of 64.
Well, Nick, I was a little upset with the fact that not many parts didn't do full off.
But at least Deep 6 won.
I guess.
We get to see more of it. Maybe the parts will fly next time.
Okay, that's fair. Well, second fight of the night, we have Nightmare versus Petunia. Nightmare returns, and he's looking hungry for success.
Nightmare, one of his biggest issues hasn't been fixed in the sense that he still struggles to self-right, but instead they decided to beef up the weapon. So we got the base bot from Tommy Berg, and we've got a new weapon built from Captain Mantine, and this thing looks kind of scary. It spins kind of fast.
Yeah, well, Petunia's going to be an underdog in this match. How is he going to steal the victory?
Well, Nightmare's got those forward exposed wheels that Petunia might be able to get to. Yeah, there's a little bit of armor there, but if Petunia can get a bite, just don't let go. Maybe you can rip off one of the wheels, and then it's smooth sailing from here on out. But it's easier said than done against the legendary Nightmare, the powerful Nightmare.
Well, Petunia, I'm rooting for you. Let's go see.
Not many are.
Down in the box.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? It's robot fighting time! In the red square, at first he'll give you a slight scare, then he'll leave you quite bare. Sleep with one eye open, it's Nightmare! In the blue square, not even prescription glasses will help you see him coming. It's Petunia!
Let the bot battle begin. Nightmare only getting his first ever cup win last season. Can he add to that here? Well, it's a good start as he's flipped Petunia over in the opening 10 seconds.
Will Petunia be able to flip itself back?
I feel like it should, but it's struggling at the moment, so this could be where the fight is essentially over if Nightmare can go in and finish it.
Will this be easy for Nightmare? There's some smoke coming from Petunia.
There's part of the weapon as well, and there is the shock! Nightmare's won it!
Insane.
Well, a short fight for this matchup here. Nightmare really making it easy when he flipped Petunia over.
Poor Petunia, though, never got the chance to show off. Got flipped, couldn't flip back, started smoking, then it was done.
And Nightmare grabs his second BattleBots Cup victory with that win.
Well, the underdog story didn't quite win this time.
Maybe next time.
One can hope. Fight 3, we have Meccafor versus Biohazard. These two legends have met before on the channel.
They have met before. They had a rematch series that went the way of Biohazard, and he'll be looking for another strong victory to keep the bragging rights against his also aged foe, Meccafor.
Well, Nick, who do you like in this match? Who do you think is going to win?
It's really hard to go against Biohazard because at any moment he could get one flip that'll win this fight. If Meccafor wants to win, he's got to drive a perfect fight, he's got to rack up damage quick and often, and it is going to take a monumental effort for him to find a way to win. It's not impossible, but it's just difficult.
Alright, well let's see if possible meets impossible down in the box.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? It's robot fighting time! In the red square, I hope you like pumpkins, because you're about to be carved open like one. Gourd luck beating Meccafor! In the blue square, he's so toxic he infects the boxic. Most people would rather have coronavirus than fight him. It's Biohazard!
Let the bot battle begin. Biohazard grabbed 2 victories against Meccafor in BattleBots Rematches 25. Can you make it 3 today?
Yeah, can we potentially have an early win for the Flippers this season? Oh, and there it goes!
And Biohazard gets underneath with 1 moment, and Meccafor's tournament is going to end right here, right now, as quickly as it began. Biohazard has had his number in the past, and he can add 1 more to it as the countdown winds down to 0. Biohazard wins. Well, just like their second fight in the rematches episode, Biohazard needed just 1 shot.
All he had to do was get a little bit under, and he succeeded in doing it.
Well, I've always thought that this Meccafor design could go far, but time and again he has let me down since Season 2, so maybe it's time for him to, I don't know, get good, scrub.
Last fight of the night, we have Blacksmith versus Witch Doctor. Just like our previous fight, these two have some history with one another.
They have fought a couple times in real life. Both ways have gone to Witch Doctor, and I believe that is also how it went in the prediction series when they faced each other. Blacksmith just doesn't have a good time against Witch Doctor, so to see a familiar foe, he will not be happy.
What do you think Blacksmith's got to do to win?
He's got to find a way to just keep Witch Doctor in front of him, let him take some of the hits, tank him a little bit. If he can get that weapon firing and break something off, it's going to be hard though because Witch Doctor has some top armor, so this is the perfect fight for Witch Doctor. A hammer bot that has a flimsy weapon.
Well, let's see if his hammer can hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? It's robot fighting time! In the red square, after he rips off your armor, he'll melt it down and sell it back to you for next season. Don't get gypped by Blacksmith! In the blue square, Harry Potter is fortunate he never dueled against this menacing magician. What you gonna voodoo when he comes for you? It's Witch Doctor!
And let the main event begin. 2 more bots that don't really like each other. And Witch Doctor with an early shot getting on the belly of Blacksmith there. And again, getting underneath and causing some sparks to fly. Blacksmith struggling and he's flipped.
Blacksmith really needs to try and get some good hits in. Try and stay on the floor.
He knows he's got to be careful when firing that weapon. He gets a shot there. Had a famous failed shot against Lockjaw, I believe in Season 3, where he had the weapon ripped off. Maybe he's learned from his mistakes. Witch Doctor trying to keep him in front, getting underneath again. Drive was a little bit successful, but Blacksmith rode right over the top of Witch Doctor to get out.
Getting in a few decent good hits on the left side of Witch Doctor, but Witch Doctor seems to be controlling this fight.
With that top armor, it's going to be so much more difficult for Witch Doctor, who somehow gets flipped. And here's an opportunity for Blacksmith, hitting the underside of Witch Doctor. Oh, and Witch Doctor flipping himself back and says, "Thank you very much. Let me have your head." Just like that, Blacksmith went from being on top with a chance to now up against the wall.
No way to defend back, really. Blacksmith's kind of on the down low.
Can he get underneath Witch Doctor and push him around for the remaining 2 minutes of this match? It's going to be a tall order for him, and now we see some smoke as the damage that Witch Doctor is causing is starting to add up. Witch Doctor underneath again. Blacksmith looking like he's out of ideas. Witch Doctor continues to charge. Something flies off in the air there. Might have been a piece of Blacksmith. And a piece of Witch Doctor falls off. Part of the weapon breaking off. Not sure how that happened. A wheel gets spit out. Witch Doctor looking to finish. Witch Doctor with the finish. Blacksmith is out.
Wow.
Well, let's take a look at the replays from our main event here. It was all Witch Doctor at the very start and at the very end, but there was that little blip in the middle where Blacksmith had a chance.
Blacksmith really tried his best. Ended up getting a few good hits, like Nick said, in the middle, but Witch Doctor sprung back up, took off his head, and I think that's where it went down for Blacksmith.
We've always talked about with Blacksmith's patience with firing the hammer. Do you think he should have waited? Do you think he could have sensed that Witch Doctor was self-righting as he struck?
I feel like anything Blacksmith might have done would have led to that same hit.
It'll be heartbreak for Blacksmith going out in the second round, but for Witch Doctor, they're looking to get back to where they once were, the Season 2 semifinal, of course. And for the new builder, Captain Mantine, it's a good win to hopefully boost some confidence. So there you have it, Witch Doctor getting the win in our main event tonight, and he is now through to the round of 64, along with the other 3 winners of tonight's episode.
I hope to see you all next week, where we get 4 more qualifying rounds in to fill out the rest of the 64.
And as for all of the people behind the scenes here, I am Nick.
I'm Nick.
No.
I'm Nick.
On behalf of Nick and Sam, thank you for watching. Welcome back to BattleBots Reborn Cup. Hope you stick around. It's going to be a fun-ass season. Bye for now. See you next week.
Bye.